Gizzard fan seeing?
And it bleeds into It's a Small World just a little bit. I see a Disney Channel strike coming here pretty soon. The Gizzard.
Have you seen Gizzard? It is a small world.
Well,
When you have hands like that, it's got to be small.
Hush.
He doesn't like for us making jokes.
he absolutely hates it. Hey, I thought this was the week we had to deal with Rich. He's getting up there. He's getting ready to mute me. Look at him.
We're like 2 weeks rich. This is nice.
This is very nice. Justin, you're on deck every week now.
I think Justin.
And good evening, everybody.
Nope, and Justin's a liar.
Are we live? Oh crap!
We are
Oops.
I
we
didn't
are
realize
live.
I didn't get
Hope
kicked out
Rich
and go
didn't hear
straight
what I was
to
saying about him.
G-Wibs.
So welcome everybody to Fowl Territory 258. It is Friday, April the 5th, 2024. So welcome one and all to the shoe. The really big shoe.
Really big. So
Really big. Really big. So man, we've got all kinds. Ooh, we just lost somebody. We just lost Justin. Oh no.
Oh, that's because I called him a liar.
Yeah.
I didn't get kicked over to G-Web's show. I had it all
Oh,
by my
that's
turn.
right.
So the only logical conclusion to that is that Justin's a liar.
Are we?
But
Hey, Ob.
But he also is like Rich Preventer, so I'm torn. I mean, he's been proven a liar.
Yeah, I know.
But he
The
keeps Rich from
Preventer's
coming
pretty
in.
nice.
Yeah.
It does work out that way, doesn't it? All right. Well, let's see who's out
What
there.
were you going to say, Snob? Snob started to say something, and then...
Well, speak, Snob.
Well,
Or
no,
not.
I can't. He's in a dead zone again.
What?
Huh?
What?
You started to say something.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
What?
I don't know. Like before I said that after I said that Justin was a liar, and before I said that he was
I give
that
up.
he was Rich Preventer, you started to say something.
Anyway, I want to say hi to Kingpin out there. First one out there in the chat. Ron, 2A Matters. And we got 50 Shades of Midnight Range TM out there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Let's see. 2 Live Moo is out there. 2 Live Moo. We have gun websites.
Too bad 2 Live Moo's not in here.
I know, right? Gun websites is out there. Artec and Daughters. So that may be more than one person because it's Artec and Daughters. So I'll go ahead and add
Oh,
him.
the liar's back.
We have Boomstick Revenge out there. And let's see. Speaking of Justin Grimm out there and in here. Bama Dad.
Why are you giving away who's on the panel before you show the panel?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. There you go.
Nobody will know that
You,
me,
man.
obnoxious, hillbilly, Justin, none of us will be here.
Nope.
We don't give it away.
Nope. They wouldn't know that if you hadn't already given it away.
OPSEC is not my strong suit.
This is true. This is true.
That's
It's
terrible.
not even like your fifth or sixth suit.
It's not. It's totally not.
It's like spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs, something else. Gizzard's OPSEC abilities.
Duffer 426 is out there.
Oh, Justin. He really doesn't like being
yeah.
called out on his lying.
Obnoxious One is out there and in here. Travis T.
Jesus, you just gave it away again.
Oh, Travis T's not.
Congratulations, Travis T. You're tonight's winner, chicken.
Chicken dinner. Is it chicken dinner? I don't know. No, this
Not
is
tonight. This is Aegis dinner
This
tonight.
is Aegis dinner.
Yeah.
Right.
Weston Probst
He
is out.
just doesn't taste that good. I've tried it. It's not the greatest. I mean, it's a great gun cleaner. It's just not that great to eat.
It's true. Anyway, Weston Probst out there. Mr. Bob.
It burns on your
Dabalina.
pee-pee.
Let's see. Weston said, "Did I miss the show?" Nah.
No,
If you
you
were
may
lucky,
miss the
you would've.
giveaway.
Chessboard is out there. Triggerfish45 says, "Hello, strangers." Wow. Long
No
time.
stranger than some guy named Triggerfish.
Well, that's true. This is true. Defense Dad is out there seeing gun people. And-
Nobody's stranger than that.
Yeah.
And Justin's back
The liar's
again.
back again.
Yeah.
This is our
If he
No
leaves us
Nebraska chat tonight. So no Nebraskans are allowed.
Well, you got Iowa. That's pretty close to Nebraska.
They might as well be Nebraska.
Basically.
They're just East Nebraska.
All right, and we have another panel.
Did you say East Nebraska?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hillbilly Up is out there and in here. Let's see. Dale Pogue is out there in the audience. And I think I got everybody introduced. So now, what you've all been waiting for. Let's meet.
I don't think anyone's been waiting for this.
I do see Ozzy. Ozzy Osbourne, whatever he calls himself. M. Gabriel is out there. Ghost Tactical is out there in the audience.
Ghost Textical. Wow.
That's right.
Long
So,
time no
panel.
see.
I have an esteemed panel to show you tonight. So here they are.
And one dirty liar.
Two.
Alan.
See barbecue in here.
Yeah, you're right.
All
no,
right.
he was a dirty something else.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
introducing my co-host with the co-most. He comes to us from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, and he is, of course, the sunshine that brightens our day, the oracle of knowledge, the voice of reason, and the man of orange. Let's welcome your friend and mine, Obnoxious One.
Yo.
Very good. Yo. All right. Well, thanks for being here.
We talking about Gen 3s yet?
Not yet. Because I want to introduce this next guy. He's my neighbor to the east from the state of Missouri or Missouri or whatever you call it. Missouri. There you go. Anyway, he is the host of the Saturday Night Guns, Beer, and Therapy podcast. And he loves seltzer. What else can you say about him? Let's welcome Hillbilly Up.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for having me this evening.
You bet.
Oh,
Thanks.
man. Heck of a side chat out there. Wish
Yeah,
I
they're-
could say as much for the panel.
They're really going. We'll get them going here in a second. Let's introduce this next panelist who appears to us with the label of Yo, but unbeknownst to everyone in here, this is actually my neighbor to the south, the one that is the pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma. A member, I'm sure, of the Green Dragon Hall of Fame. Let's welcome your friend and mine, the Gun Snob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at there. I'm almost to Chelsea, Oklahoma. You can almost
Cool.
see the lights up there in the sky. Oh, wait, there's really no
The
lights
light.
in the skyline.
I see Chris from the 740 is in the audience. Welcome, Chris. All right, so thank you for being here, Snob. And I would have introduced our fifth panelist, but he keeps popping in and out. So let's go to this last guy here who is from the Keystone State, and not Keystone Beer, so don't get confused. The Keystone State.
Bush.
And he's a photographer. He's a wrestler. He pulls things out of his belly button, and he cooks, and he shoots. Let's welcome Guns
He
of
cooks what he
Barbecue.
pulls out of his belly button? That doesn't
Yeah,
sound good.
he just
Ugh.
eats it. Yeah.
Oh, sick
I
of
pulled
this.
nothing out of my belly button. That's that rat bastard Billy Bob, and he is not allowed around here. I tell you, he is a bad influence. I say his hygiene is questionable. The fact that he eats Cheetos out of his belly button. Let's say somebody should call the health department on him. I tell you.
Somebody should. Yeah. But that begs the question: how the Cheeto get in his belly button? But I'm again not sure.
He probably drinks Keystone. Now that we're talking about him, he would probably drink Keystone.
Can you even get Keystone in the Keystone State?
You can.
Is
You
it
can.
allowed for people to drink it there?
In fact, back when I was a super handsome underage lad that was able to get served at 16, and everybody figured that out. The thing to do was give Guns and Barbecue enough money to go get a case of Keystone, and then I would go get a case of Keystone, and as a delivery charge, I would take 4, sometimes 6 out of the case and toss them in a book bag and just go home with them. And so I wouldn't get caught with them. They would just sit in my room in the book bag, and I learned to drink Keystone warm. And last I knew, that's the only way I could drink Keystone was actually warm. I can't drink it cold.
So I want to say hello to Garage Guy 879 out there. Also Ron Wayne in our audience this evening, and 223 DMR has joined us. So we've got quite the menagerie. 29 people out there in the text chat. So
And in no
do
way
it now.
does anybody
I really
on the
hate
panel
to interrupt.
endorse underage drinking.
no,
I
you
really
don't hate to
interrupt,
interrupt. Yes.
But if you'd make me full screen, I would show all these wonderful people the magic that is the underpass.
And there it was.
No, we're not there yet. Simmer
Oh.
down.
You
There
guys
was.
You're
are
going to drive through
you're in for a treat.
Oh yeah,
There
the
it was.
underpass that you're supposed to walk through.
This
I
thing
know
won't
this
fit through
underpass
there.
you speak of.
These pedestrians are going to have
You
the thrill
There
of their
was.
life.
You might could get a golf cart down there. But dirt bike, you definitely could.
There it
Right
was.
there it is, next to the broke down U-Haul truck that has Route 66 painted on it. They towed in here. Idiots. Route 66 pedestrian
Whee!
underpass. Right
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? All right, everybody, try to get their breath now. I know we're excited and everything.
Oh, there's Casey's. That impersonates. Oh, this is just ease. Just ease.
Now, when people walk through that, do they hold their breath until they get to the other side?
I mean, you probably could.
So we have Optimus Prime Rib out there in the chat. He's got the hashtag in the wrong place. He's got FT #258. Try #FT 258, and you'll get an entry that way. So, very cool.
You
Okay,
might- Might as well put him in that way because Travis T's out there tonight.
you've seen Chelsea now, folks. That's a minute's about all it takes to get through there. Not Defense Dad. Woods is out there. All right. So we have 30 people out there in the text chat. So, you suppose we ought to give them a show? I do want to make an announcement that if you look at my community tab, I did make a mention of the Budget Guns and Gear GoFundMe campaign that he's got going on now to help pay the expenses for his wife's funeral, who passed away this past week. So I have put links out there for people to contribute. Defense Dad says, hey, I'm out here too. I mentioned your name earlier. I'll mention it again. Defense Dad's out there. Anyway, so I'm not telling you you have to, but any super chats we get this evening, I will donate the proceeds. Well, I'll donate every bit of it to Budget Guns and Gear's GoFundMe campaign. But it'd be even better if you just go to his link. Let's see. I'm going to put out there right now, out there in the text chat. Now that campaign has got a $10,000 goal. It's already up to $8,813. So he's almost there, but I'd like to put him over if it's possible. I know a good portion of my audience has already donated. I'm not asking you to do it again, and I do thank all of you who went
Sounds
out
like
there.
you're asking to do it again.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. But anyway, I wanted to put that out there. I know some people probably don't follow my community tab and may not be aware.
I don't
So,
follow you, so
well, yeah, but a lot of people follow
you know
me.
why I don't follow you? Because you walk slow as shit. That's why I don't follow you.
And that's a pretty fair point.
Yeah, but it's pretty to watch me walk. 'Cause I-
Well, I
I
mean, to be
wobble.
fair, OB, he's actually walking extremely fast. It's just his legs are so short.
That's fact. That's
he
fact.
can't-
I'm taking just as many steps as you guys, if not more.
That
Just,
sounds like an excuse because my 5'5" wife hauls ass. She
So we
walks
have
way faster than I do. She walks
Miss-
walks like Snob heading for Cheetos.
Misty,
I don't even
Mrs.
like
Wayne.
Cheetos, dickhead.
Misty's out there. We do have a super chat from Hillbilly Up, $10 super chat, and he wants a chicken cluck. That means I have to find the chicken. There it is.
I thought she was going to say he walks like Snob headed for the bathroom after Red Lobster.
Well, that might be too. Okay.
No,
Full
because that's actually like a duck walk.
Full screen for the chicken.
Oh, this is terrible.
This
There
is
you
terrible.
go.
This is terrible. I miss money raining down from the sky and started just tapping his phone to go ching ching ching.
Mhm.
So, our sixth panelist
Those
is here.
were the days.
Let's say hello to a gentleman from the state. I'm told this is a real state, but I've also heard it's not. He's from Iowa.
No, he's from East Nebraska.
So, oh wow. So let's welcome Justin Grimm.
Howdy, everybody.
And we
Hey,
have
buddy.
We have a seventh panelist now. So let's introduce this guy, also from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, our man in law enforcement, who would normally see you on the range, but he's going to see you on the panel tonight. Let's welcome aboard Sarge at C4 Defense.
He's from up west, North Carolina.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really up as much as it
So
is
is he
out.
from South Virginia or South Tennessee?
No, it's neither really.
East Tennessee.
East Tennessee.
Yeah.
But isn't Tennessee north of you too?
Parts of it are.
So you're like from Southeast Tennessee?
Nah, just east. Coming from the guy who lives in Texas's hat.
Screw off.
That's fair.
Yeah, but it's a snapback, straight brim.
Wow.
All right. So,
Matter of fact, I got a hat around here that matches Texas's hat.
Let's see it.
I got two of them. I got one from Wild West Guns and one from C4 Defense on the YouTubes.
I've heard of him.
Oh, so you got a foam front hat
Mm-hmm.
with a mesh panel, rocking it. I gotta figure
Two
out
of
where I
'em.
put mine. I gotta figure out where I put mine. I need to rock that.
So Midnight Range says, BRB, gonna jump in the shower. I'll send you guys some pics for Gorn while I'm in there.
I really hope.
Stones.
I really hope he literally jumps in the shower. I want to hear what happens at the end of it.
The good news is Midnight Gary will awkwardly zoom up on it close enough you can actually see it.
Well,
Mhm.
there you go. I'd do that for
Is that
Midnight
a
Range.
scratch?
It's a zit.
I remember that time he told us about doing the splits in the kitchen
Oh my God.
with his leg up under the blender or whatever happened up under the
Bananas
mixing table.
So Chad Kelly's out there. Artek and Daughter says, oh God, no. And Finstead says, so does Snob live in South Central California then? I don't think so.
Oh, South Central.
The South Central. So, want to remind everybody, if you want to enter tonight's giveaway, that hashtag is Pound sign FT258. We have 8 people entered so far. You got plenty of time. Because we have some stuff to talk about tonight.
Are we going to talk about the Clone Wars?
Yes, we are. We're going to talk about the Clone Wars.
Did you know he's seen that movie, OB?
He's seen that movie?
I don't know. I don't think he has. I think he's just thinking about watching it, so he wants to talk about
I'll let him slide on the prequels. I'll definitely let him slide on the prequels.
Yeah, you still got to see him.
I got
Isn't it called Duplicate of the Clones?
I don't think Clone Wars the second one? Is that the second one, or is that the third one?
No.
I don't know. Whatever the third one.
Strikes Back was the second one.
Okay, now see, you're going back to the original second one.
I was literally talking about the prequels,
Oh.
and you have gone past the prequels that I was talking about back to the original.
So I went back to the future? Is that what you're telling me?
No. Well, you could.
I like the fact that originally we all just called it Star Wars instead of A New Hope.
It's still Star Wars.
You a real one.
It's still Star Wars.
And 52.
And I wish that they would release it on DVD or Blu-ray without all the crap that he added into it, because it just hurts my soul that he added in.
Probably have an older version without crap added in.
Yeah, but it's on VHS.
Oh, I thought I had it. Well,
I think by the time the DVDs came out, he added that crap in.
They already messed with it.
Mm-hmm.
So enough cloning around. See what I did there.
I think I have a VCR in my attic.
Okay.
You could probably go to Big Lots and buy one.
You got toys
brand new.
Yeah.
You could probably buy a Betamax there too.
I want the one that is like on the bottom of the cathode ray TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's all in one unit. You got a little 13-inch
I had that
TV.
whenever I was in like middle school. I got that for Christmas one year.
Of course you did.
Oh,
you
can get that brand new at the Radio Shack in Chelsea, Oklahoma.
How about it? You could find one in a console unit. TV, like you open the top up and there's a record player and tuner.
Hell yeah.
So, what is a clone, you might ask?
Well, it's whenever they take a bit of DNA.
Mm-hmm. It's
Like
something
Dolly the sheep.
Sheep running around the snob's house?
No, those are scared, not cloned.
So, I'm going to make some vague statements here, and correct me if I'm wrong on anything.
We will. We will.
But the biggest thing with clones started with the expiration of the patent on the Glock.
What kind of clones are you talking about? You didn't explain what kind of clones you were talking about.
You just.
Well, this is a gun.
Threw out clones.
This is a gun show, so we're talking.
So we're talking about like revolver clones, or
no?
Yeah, I don't see how the expiration of the Glock
You're
patent
talking about specifically clones of the Glock Gen 3.
Oh,
okay.
You didn't say that. You just said clones, and then
I
said
figured
that.
you guys would
there for a
pick
minute.
up on this, but
No.
Is this show being sponsored by somebody in particular?
Aegis Gun
Glock
Care,
Store.
actually.
Glockstore.com.
So,
well, you are. I don't know how we can pinpoint it, but you are 100% correct.
and I believe the onslaught of the clones started, correct me if I'm wrong, with Polymer 80?
No, it actually started with Django Fett.
I thought it was. Well, no, I'm not even gonna go there.
No, it was Django Fett. He was the source material. Boba Fett was the little kid that was there with him.
I can see Gizzard getting mad without even.
Much like a guy with a broken steering wheel, I've lost all control.
Aren't all stormtroopers actually clones?
Yes.
They all come from the same DNA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they came from Django.
shoot.
They came
And
from
they all
Django Fett.
a Gen
You
3 on
think
their
if you're going to
side.
do that, you would make sure that the person you clone could shoot?
Nature versus nurture.
Well,
You just
clearly
if you
nature wins out on that.
no, because they took the guy who could shoot, who was a bounty hunter, and just cloned him, and then just tossed him out and expected those little baby
It was like
clones to be able to shoot.
It was like multiplicity. I made a copy of a copy of a copy.
We're gonna eat a dolphin.
I like pizza.
I like pizza. She touched my pee-pee, Steve.
So
Another movie Gizzard hasn't watched.
Nope.
Midnight Range says, when you're trying to pick up chicks, it's nice to wear cologne. They like it when you smell good, not like snob.
Get some really thick patchouli oil. Works in Asheville. I was talking to one guy in the gun manufacturing business, and he said, like they make Gen 3 stuff. He said, but Glock has their look copyrighted. He said there's nothing they could do about the mechanics, but they absolutely will litigate if you make yours look like a Glock. So I guess the copyright doesn't expire.
But we have, seems like
they're the most popular gun for a reason.
Lately, we're seeing more and more and more Glock clones out there. And my question is, why? Why
reinvent the wheel?
Why so many?
Because of the aftermarket support.
Yeah.
Because of the aftermarket support.
Now, did the clones start up because the patent expired, or did the clones start up because that's what California could get? Was the Gen 3s?
The first clone was the Smith.
Well, I don't know that can they get? Oh, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about parts, not necessarily clones, though.
Yeah, but the parts. If you had a bunch of parts,
but you had to get the frame though. Had to be Glock.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying about like slides and barrels and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It is because of that. What is it? The roster.
Roster, yeah.
That they Glock would never let the Gen 3 die because of California.
But if you make a gun that uses Glock aftermarket parts, you've got something very popular right there. Because
well, you know what they always say. They always ask me, "Will it take Glock sights?" They always ask that.
Do they always ask that?
Glock
sights. Do they also ask you if you can shoulder fire it?
Yes.
Does it take Glock sights, and can you shoulder fire it?
You can absolutely shoulder fire a Glock 26 once.
And we just lost Snob. Okay.
Hey, it's getting better. But for real, if you were going to design a new handgun, why would you look at something that is already out there, that there's all this support for? You can buy a lot of the small parts, and just say, you know what? That works so good, I need to make it different.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you could really improve it, but it kind of worked pretty good.
So
it's not the greatest, but
Travis T says because Glock is a $300 pistol sold for $600, and everyone else knows it.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. It's a great $300 pistol.
Yeah.
I will say that about it. It's a great $300 pistol. They sell it for $600. You know what else is a great $300 pistol? Dagger.
Misha says, dagger. Let's be honest, PSA did a favor with the frame.
That little cutout on the bottom is that's dumb.
Which one?
On the dagger frame. So you can strip the mag.
Oh, it's so unnecessary too.
Those are dumb.
So Artak and Daughter says Glock gives you what you want 5 years after you want it.
That is a lie. It is a provable lie. They wait at least 10 years.
He also says clone trooper or clone stormtroopers are not. Well, clone trooper are, clone stormtroopers are not. Okay. Loves the dagger frame. Steve says Artak. Misha says let's just say there's no laser guns, so clones are the next best thing.
What about laser swords?
Fair enough. Laser cats. Chessboard says, "Why tool up if someone else has already done it?" That's fair.
Because you can get a bad batch of parts.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes tooling up is the smart move.
Boomstick
knew a
Revenge
guy-
says, "Glock, the same sound my chickens make. Glock, glock, glock."
We know a guy who had to put thousands of dollars worth of, well, I mean, really tens of thousands of dollars worth of machinery to use to make small parts because the aftermarket parts just weren't good.
Sometimes that's the way it is.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Woods is asking, "What about the Turkish clone shotguns that are clearly not as good as the original?" Well, that's a little off topic there, but Defense Dad says Gen 3 Glock is like the ugly gal at the bar before close. The majority say they won't, but they'll take her home if nobody finds out. So, let's see. So, now we know why they're so popular. So, what are some of the more popular models of the Glock Gen 3 clones out there that you can just name right off the top of your head?
Zev,
Mhm.
the OZ9.
I mean, we could be here all night with these. So.
Hey, you absolutely could. Are we talking like just like whole pistols, or are we talking because everybody that's doing a gun is doing something that's Gen 3?
Yeah, I was going to start with whole pistols, and then we
Well.
can go with parts later. Because
And
there's a slide market.
Faxon's got their pistol. Lone Wolf's got a pistol. Zeb's got a pistol.
Anderson, yeah.
Anderson's got a pistol. Palmetto State Armory's got a pistol.
Live Free Armory has a pistol.
There's his Gen 5.
His Gen 5. Which, while we're on that subject, how does that work? What's not patentable on that one?
I have no idea. It's got to be something to do with
the grip area, the frame, ain't it?
Because the Gen 5, they went back to a 2-pin design. So is it similar to the old? There's something that's different about it. I mean, I don't know how they get away with making Gen 5 stuff.
So,
I mean, obviously you can. I mean, obviously, I'm just saying.
Obviously, you can make Gen 4 stuff too, because Nomad was doing Gen 4. Now they've switched over to Gen 5, but all their stuff previous to the newest releases was Gen 4.
Mm-hmm.
Duffer brings up the SAR 9, 223 DMR, says Shadow Systems, yeah.
Shadow Systems. Shadow Systems is Gen 4. Thank you very much.
And it is I guess a partial clone, because didn't they change some stuff in the slide?
Yeah, their extractor plunger is shorter, so because they went deeper on the cut, so they have a proprietary plunger for the extractor and proprietary backplate on it.
Yeah, so they're a partial clone, but still a clone.
Mm-hmm.
Weston wants to know, did Bear Creek release a Gen 3?
Yeah, I think they got was it the Grizzly?
They probably released a Gen 1.
Ghost brings up the AREX Delta X.
I don't know. I never got into them. I have
no input.
I didn't take mine down. I haven't taken mine down. The SAR 9, I would not call that a Gen 3 clone, because that is so different taking it down. That is supposedly an FCU thing, but all it is a metal frame in there that held everything in a spot. It wasn't an actual FCU that you could pull the whole thing out. It was, you took it out and everything came apart. It wasn't like the 320 or the 365 where you could take that whole FCU out. The SAR 9, actually everything comes apart when you take it out.
So Ghost says you can make Gen 4 and Gen 5 inspiration, just can't make it to use Glock parts.
I beg to differ, because I can put Gen 5 Glock parts in my Nomad frame.
He says the SAR 9 is an HK VP9 and a Glock 17 hybrid.
I don't know. I haven't taken my VP9 apart either. But like I said, that SAR 9 was absolutely a miserable experience changing the trigger in that thing. It was not Glock-like.
Yeah, I believe that Grizzly from which I was talking about too, it's coming out in like 5 days from Bear
Yep.
Creek.
Oh, are they coming out with the Gen 3 now too?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so let's see. My last topic that we could throw out and about is what Glock clones do you own?
You're just getting right off of that, huh? You're just not even going to really cover it at all? You're just going to say, hey, there's such a thing as Glock clones, and then we move on?
No,
Yeah,
we're not.
we must
None
None
get
at
the
all.
answer.
We're just
None, and I don't
throwing-
even own a Glock.
throwing different ones out there. Now, which ones do you have? Do you have any? I presume you
Just
do.
ask Obi.
Well, we'll start with Obi.
I might have one or two around here someplace. I'd have to check.
Okay.
I have to check. I've got, well, let's see. Yeah, I've got one or two hanging around here. I do have my shadow system. That's my everyday carry. But so that's like a 3-4 kind of mix.
I bet you, Hillbilly. I know you do.
What was the question?
Said what Glock clones do you own any?
What show is this?
Yeah, I have some daggers and let's see. I guess that's probably the only clones I have, I believe, other than just regular Glocks.
Okay. See, Deffer says I have a Glock 19. Oh wait, that's not a clone. Probably fair. Guns and Barbecue. How about you?
I do not own any Glock clones, nor do I own any Glocks.
That's right. You're a 1911 guy.
Oh, I got somebody
I
taking a
am.
stand.
1911s and revolvers. I mean, I do have a couple polymer striker fired firearms, but very, very few.
Well, what are they if there's only a few?
M&P 2.0 10 millimeter. I have a Ruger EC 9S that
Not a solid choice.
was my ex's, and then she
Oh,
didn't
did
want
you
it.
take it away from her?
No.
Oh,
Should have, but
then it's definitely not solid. I was going to let it go if you'd taken it away
oh
from
no,
her.
I
but-
like it. Don't get me say, because like when I need to conceal carry, like that thing is awesome. Like pocket carry, fanny pack, like I can get that thing in all sorts of awesome
Prison wallet?
places. I haven't tried Prison Wallet.
Did you say fanny pack?
He did.
I fanny pack carry a lot. Like when I conceal carry, that is.
Okay.
Yep.
How about you, Justin?
I do not own any Glock clones. I own 2 Glocks, but I'm for the clones. I think they're great. There's some different makers out there that do different grip frames and do all different kinds of stuff. And I'm one of the type of people that feel the more guns the merrier. So, and I'm not an elitist thinking that I just can only own Glocks. I just happen to like them and got really great deals on them when I got them. So that just happens to be what I have.
Well, that's fair. Okay, Sarge.
I have a Kiger 9C Pro that I really like. I have the Falcon 9X, but the Gen 5. It's
that's
not Gen
Gen 5.
3.
That's Gen 5. You can't use that one.
And I don't know if I have any other like full on clones.
You don't.
I have a ton of slides. I think that's the only ones I have that are a full clone because that has to include the frame.
So is it fair to say Well, obviously, part of the reason we have these clones is because, one, they can produce them and sell them cheaper as a rule than what Glock sells them for. And
Of
maybe
course.
improve on some of the things, because Glock doesn't really change itself too much to fit the consumer's wants and wishes. But on a clone, you can maybe tweak the grip a little bit.
I heard Glock is putting the finger grooves back in on the Gen 6.
Oh, they should. But
What?
They put the finger groove in when they raised the price on them.
So, all in all, can we agree that having a bunch of clones around is a good thing? I think it's a good thing.
I
No.
don't know. I saw the Clone Wars. I mean, it's going to lead to a war.
Well, Glock doesn't seem to be fighting back too much. I mean, all they're doing is basically selling different lengths and arrangements of the same guns they have. Just taking a slide off one and a grip frame from another and say, got a new gun now. Check it out.
They talk real high pitch like that.
Yeah, they do.
They actually do.
Because they're
Well,
German.
it's Catherine, so yeah, she actually probably does know.
But I don't know. Is it hurting Glock sales? Do you think?
You wouldn't
I
know
don't
by
believe
looking
so.
at their booth.
Mm-mm.
I think people
No,
who
Glock
still
is-
want Glocks and want the Glock name are still going to buy Glocks.
Well,
Glock's doing all right. They ain't
They're-
hurting because of the aftermarket.
they're going to do fine because of their department contracts and stuff like that. You can't have nope, you can have clones, but no one's going to buy a clone for departments or things like that. So
Right.
they're going to be fine.
Well,
I mean, they finally gave the people the Glock 19 long slide like 20 years later, but it's out now.
So Mr.
and
Knife
there's-
is out there.
There's some things that Glock does do right, like being able to use that Glock 17 magazine across pretty much the whole line.
Yeah.
That was done right. It's not like I've got my P229 and my P226 that both take 15 round magazines, but they're not the same magazine.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, they're magazines, and that whole line of that, and that's another thing the clones did great was just sticking with that. And I mean, you literally can drop a 17 round, stick a YouTube friendly 30-3 round in there, and I think that part's awesome. But I also like the point that now you can get barrels, you can get so much stuff available for Glock, clones throughout everywhere. So I think you literally could build a really, really nice gun for less than $500 that you would spend on a Glock. I mean, am I wrong?
No, I don't think so.
So I just want to toss out there. I can take a magazine from my GI 1911 and put it in a officer's model or commander's model or anything like that. Also,
And I could take a magazine out of my P320 full size and put that in any other 320.
just saying it was done 100 years before Glock.
But what I want to know
With
is,
half the capacity.
where do you buy all the peanut butter to go with that jam
Mm-hmm.
on those 1911s?
That's true.
Everything falls to ball. Just don't shoot hollow point stuff.
So Chicago Mike, the shooter, is out there in the audience.
What's up?
Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy is out there. And we still have 30 people out there in the chat now. Am I wrong? Didn't the clones start to have optic cuts before Glock came out with their MOS line?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that kind of forced Glock's hand, I think.
exactly.
So
Well,
maybe
It would been
That-
It'd probably been $600 if that didn't happen for a optic cut Glock. I bet. If not more.
And the smart thing about the clones is they went with the most popular footprint in the majority. They didn't come with a. You can get the other one that's not as popular, but like almost the vast majority are going to be an RMR cut, just ready to go.
Yeah.
No, I see a fair amount of doctor ones pop up too, but that's because of Vortex.
Isn't the doctor cut like very popular in Europe?
It might be because I think it's close to. I think it's like I think the Seymour is close to Doctor. I think Seymour is maybe a little longer, so you can put a Doctor optic on there, or it's the other way around. I'm not sure which. But.
So Midnight says I could take a magazine out of my mailbox and fit it in my trash can. We'll see.
It's absolutely true.
I can tell somewhere else you could stick it.
It'll fit there.
Prison wallet.
I have my 300 black owl fit my 223 also.
Never fit once.
I've seen that. I've luckily I haven't experienced that, but I have seen what happens. Pretty wild.
No, I just don't know if the patent expiration led to the aftermarket or the aftermarket came to the patent expiration.
I think it allowed them to start producing things without the worry of lawsuits from Glock for copying their style and stuff like that. So.
I think the uppers were there before, but the lower I think had to wait because that's just my guess. I don't know. Someone could probably look it up. Actually, I'm surprised somebody in this chat that's hosting it didn't look it up. Be like, actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, I knew a guy one time, like, he took this Glock Gen 3, but he like sent it to different places, blah, blah, blah. He had this done with it, that done with it. You know, and he probably had $1,500 in that Glock.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, he can do the same thing for way less money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So let's take a $300 pistol that sells for $600 and then put $900 worth of aftermarket parts on it.
That people still do that.
That makes total sense.
People still do that.
You know, that is a valid point. Like Gucci Glocks at first were way expensive.
They still are. They still are.
A few, yeah.
If you got an agency arms slide and an agency arms barrel, and then you put a trigger in it, you're at $1,000 just for the slide and barrel, and then you got a trigger, and you've got all the parts that you're interior parts that you're going to upgrade. Going to send it out and get it stippled, which is going to run you $300-400.
I'm not getting anything stippled after trying the Handle It grips that you can buy on my Amazon link, but the Handle It grips are much better, and they're only $14. And that was a joke because I was trying to make it sound like a commercial, but in all seriousness, those are really good for $15 versus permanently poking a soldering iron into your gun and stippling it.
I mean, I kind of look at them like an AR-15. You know, you can just mix and match and make it anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a member in the chat that I have a $1,500 Glock. I got that much wrapped up into one.
But now you can own a Glock without the stigma of it saying Glock on it.
Well, and let's be serious. Glock did a lot. There's a lot of stuff that they did right. There's a lot of stuff that's just absolutely terrible on it. Like, you know, I bought my very first Glock was a Gen 5, and it was right as the Gen 5s came out, and it had that stupid half moon cut on it that every time you slammed a magazine into it, I ended up with a blister on my pinky.
Is that a 19?
Yeah,
Does it have?
it's gone
Did
now.
you look at the end of the slide, and does the frame match up with the slide?
I have no idea. It's gone now.
You should look at it when you get time.
It's
going to
gone
really
now.
kick off your OCD.
It's
Gone.
I don't have it anymore.
Well, my buddy bought one of those 19s when it first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the slide has a slight underbite. It sticks out. It didn't match up with the contour of the new slide. Just, I don't know why. It's off by a surprising amount, a noticeable amount.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've done a lot of good stuff. It's a dead simple system to take apart and put back together. You know, you can really break it down. There's not many parts in it. Magazines fit across the board until you start getting into the single stacks and stuff. But that said, every other company that's come out with a polymer striker fired handgun, okay, every big company that's come out with a polymer striker fired handgun has done it better than what Glock is still producing.
So Chicago Mike says, I'm sorry to say this, but Glocks are like high points, just saying. Not sure where that came from.
I think to Obi's last statement, all the other companies have to do it better, because why would anybody buy a clone if it's just as good or inferior to Glock?
But I'm not talking about the Glock clones. I'm talking the M&P, the P320.
I realize that, but I'm saying, you know, all the clones, you know, they've got to be better than Glock, and Glock themselves, they don't have to push themselves to be better because they have such a fan base. People are going to buy the built-in fans that are so loyal. They're going to buy their stuff no matter what.
And there's no incentive for anybody to make a Glock clone that looks exactly like a Glock anyway.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, why? Most of the reason
if you want to get sued,
buy
make
Glock
it look just like a
because
Glock.
It's not an incentive.
It's too blocky.
Well,
it's got too much of a grip angle on it.
Oh God, 2 degrees.
Yeah, I can't hit the target because they got a different grip.
I just can't shoot it. I go to point it at the target and I shoot the sky. It's the craziest thing.
Well, I can say one thing that Dagger did really nice, or PSA did with the Dagger, is
they made the Saber Dagger and put the magwell on it so that it covers up that stupid cutout on the grip.
Well, where
you were going.
Sarge was talking. My Glock, he's talking about, has the same deal. It don't butt up to the stock or whatever, and it's got the, you know, the same deal in the back. But I was talking about the slides. So, like, the compact, you know, frame, takes the same slide as the S frame, the larger, you know, grip on it. So that really makes it nice that you don't have to go buy another slide. And if
on what gun?
Huh?
On what gun?
On the Dagger.
Oh, on the Dagger. Okay.
Yeah, and if you know, in other words, like
so it's like the P320, because you can't put a 17 slide on a 19 frame, but you can put a full size P320 slide on a compact frame.
Yeah, they made the slides the same size, it fits. But also, like, if you're wanting to go from an RMR cut to a doctrine deal, like, you literally can buy a pretty decent, you know, just slide, no guts in it, for hardly nothing, and then just, you know, put your stuff in there, and, you know, now you have a slide with a doctrine cut or RMR, you know, whichever way. So it's just so versatile, you know, kind of like
like I say, that's a valid point. If you, well, like say you have a non-optic cut, you just buy an aftermarket one and put your slide back in the box.
Yeah,
and save it for later in case you want to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got X Adam 1 out there. Also have New York Outcast. He says, Glocks are like the last chick at the bar. Sure, she'll get it done, but I wouldn't brag.
And see, this is where I'm gonna. Somebody out there in the chat is gonna absolutely just. He's probably gonna have to go change his little shorts, but the M&P is the best one out there. I mean, I'm carrying a Shadow Systems, but the M&P, absolutely everything about that one. That
was it
angle,
the M&P or the M&P 2.0?
2.0. Sorry,
Yes.
I didn't specify.
I knew what you meant.
The 2.0, and if you want to change that, if you want to change your grip on it, that is absolutely dead easy to do. Just twist that thing, pull it down, and put the new grip panel on. It feels better in the hand than even any of my Glock clones. The Shadow Systems is pretty good because that has the replaceable backstrap. The Nomad frame is really, really good. But I also got the 9X version of that. I didn't get the 19 size.
Yeah.
What I like about what you just said about the Shadow Systems
Mm-hmm.
is the pinned magwell as well. In addition to the backstrap, the magwell being pinned on, so it's not going to get hung up on anything. That's another good thing they did.
Well, I totally agree with you, Obi, on that M&P, but man, I would sure love to be able to go buy a slide that's optic cut for those, the same way I can buy a Gen 3 slide. I would be super happy then.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to, because there's not as big a market. Just because they did it better doesn't mean it has they don't have 20 years, 30 years of the aftermarket.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing Glock's got going for them. There's people making some M&P slides. There's people making VP9 slides,
Yeah.
There's people making P320 slides. They're out there. It just they're not as ubiquitous as the Glock slides are.
Supply and demand.
Yeah. And I do love my M&P too. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I wish there was an option to buy a couple different slides and different, footprints for that.
There are. Just cost money.
Yeah, it just costs money.
Yeah.
Well, and at least with the M&P, they finally got away from that original terrible trigger that they came out with, because that thing was just horrible.
Oh yeah, the trigger's terrible on that.
So Chicago Mike says, last thing I heard about Shadow Systems, you can't shoot reloaders through them.
I suppose if you wanted to shoot reloaders, I mean, sometimes they get off on a tangent and they just make everything about reloading, and I want to shoot them, but I mean, it's as far as I know, it's still illegal.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mr. Bob Dabalina says, couldn't a gunsmith or machinist mill and tap a slide for an RMR?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for $120. I repriced it.
It's not that much.
Absolutely, they can.
I'm still waiting for Smith & Wesson to come out with the 2.0 10 millimeter in a steel frame.
Oh,
thought they did.
Not in a steel.
No,
not yet.
No, they haven't. They haven't released anything in a steel frame. That's what everybody's screaming at them. They released the M&P metal, and everybody's like, steel frame.
Well, what's it's
like that old Jay Giles song, steel frame. Steel frame.
Yeah, because they're aluminum, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
or even an aluminum frame. Either way. But I didn't think the 10 millimeter came out into the aluminum frame.
It hasn't.
But I don't know that that's going to work all that great, because it needs the polymer to absorb that 10 millimeter recoil.
I don't know. And High Point's got theirs in pop metal. It shoots pretty good.
Yeah, but High Point doesn't care if it blows up either. Good luck suing them. It's two guys in a garage. They got one of those blowtorch forges, and then they're just pouring them into a mold.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You could sue
soda
them.
Cans in there, nails.
Yeah. I mean, you could sue them, but you're going to get a 1973 Dodge Dart.
With a bunch of miles on it.
Yeah, 1975. Gremlin, AMC Gremlin. That's what you're going to get if you sue them and win. So, I mean.
Okay, I'd like to remind everybody that it is Friday. And Friday means it is Free Patch Friday at gearwebsites.com. Now, you guys remember gearwebsites.com. They're your source for every second matters, gun channels, gear, ammo, ID, and more. They have patches, stickers, and other items. And every Friday is Free Patch Friday. So you can buy cool stuff at gearwebsites.com. But
Are you done with the ad read now? Because I'd like to highlight this. And
Okay.
your problem here, fluffy 10mm Jeep guy, is that you bought the wrong length. If you'd bought the full size, you would have been fine, but you bought the 4-inch, so that's on you.
Of what? The 10?
Yes.
The 4-inch is the correct size.
No, it's not. It's obviously
Yes, it is.
not. It's obviously not. This was
No,
Trump.
the 4.6 is.
No, 4-inch is the correct size. It's a
Crap. Now that
Glock
Barbecue's Team
19 with some
4.6,
bite.
I gotta go with Team 4-inch since Barbecue's 4.6.
See, I told you.
You
were
know what the true size is, Obi.
We got political
Oh, wait.
backpedaling now.
I'm gonna have an incoming meme.
oh no.
Let me guess. Is it gonna be the guy with the 2 red buttons?
Yep.
4.6 is the correct length for the 10mm. Absolutely.
So what do
And
you
I
get?
like my P320 AXG frame. That is absolutely fantastic. The regular P320 is okay. The AXG frame is absolutely fantastic. But then again, the M&P metal is absolutely fantastic too.
We got Block 9 out there. Wow. Long time for Block 9. There is no Glock 9, but we can have a Block 9.
Well, that's a clone.
That's true. Travis T says High Point is a Pontiac Aztec. Yeah.
Could be a Dodge Colt.
Yeah, we get some people on Facebook putting in hashtags for some reason. Don't know who that is.
It's because Facebook has the edge.
The secret sauce.
I know you guys are just waiting for Keltec to come out with a 10mm handgun.
It's going to be held together with drywall screws.
That self disassembles, I'm sure too.
Got Fiend Dog out there.
I'd buy it just to live on the wild side, but
Once you're going to live on the wild side for one round.
I'd get myself one of those Kentucky ballistic shirts straight before I shot it.
I'd wear a ballistic helmet before I shot it.
Rob D says they say the Aztec is actually a reliable vehicle. Who said?
The Mayans.
That's probably true.
I mean, how bad could it be? Walter White drove one.
You say of the 6 that's left, I think the rest of them are in junkyards somewhere. But Misha N says, according to a survey done on women, 4.6 inches is sufficient, or so they say. Wow. Oh. So what do you think? You think anybody's interested in giving stuff away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well.
You giving away an Aztec?
Well, you know, before we can do anything like that,
there aren't any more Aztecs, and even if there were, you can't give away one of them. They're sentient human beings.
Are there any virgins in the gun channels group that we can sacrifice to the volcano gods?
Gary's been single so long, I think it grew back.
that's probably true. So let's slither on into this next thing with this song.
Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you. Large prostate won't slow him down, chasing grandmas all over town. Got a sidekick named George the Cat. Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you.
I love it.
Before we do that, let's look at this real quick.
That's
Agree.
OB right there.
Agree with Sarge or agree with barbecue?
Yeah, you can take that handkerchief out of his hand and just put a gun in it, and then it would be an accurate meme.
There you
He's
go.
like, he's petitioning Smith & Wesson to come out with a 4.3 inch now.
And I'm sure he got this off the web. He didn't make it or anything.
No, of course.
Something he
No,
found.
all I did was Google it, and there it was.
Yeah, it's amazing how it works out that way. All right. Well, we don't have our segment. Our segment
What
MC.
happened to him? Is he all right?
I don't know. He just disappeared and never came back.
He's trying on prom dresses.
Luckily, I have a magic button
Oh, he's
that'll
gonna
make
screw
a
this up, I
reasonable
bet.
facsimile appear.
Will it?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the show where we give stuff away. In tonight's giveaway portion of Fowl Territory, we're going to have all sorts of stuff and things to give away, folks. So get those typing fingers ready, and we're going to see what we're giving away. Gizzard, what do we have tonight for this wonderful audience?
Man, we got all kinds of stuff. We can't have things because that's copyrighted, but we can have stuff to give away. So that's fair enough. And of course, this giveaway segment is presented by the good folks at Aegis Gun Care. All right, so plug them. I got their logo up in the corner so we can show some stuff. So go ahead and make me full screen so I can show you my stuff. I think that's what everybody came here for, to see my stuff.
Can we not do this?
See your stuff.
So we're
Just show
going
it to the grandmas you're chasing all over town.
There you go. We're going to give away the Gizzard Gary channel sticker.
That's almost as big as your head.
Almost as big as my head.
Well, the 4-inch really is the right size.
That's right. We have the Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker. And I guess I didn't get the little Gizzard Gary sticker. So
Guns of Barbecue, is that you on your teletype, or what the hell's going on?
That was not. Is Snob back?
not that I know of. So we do have, and this is the last day of the Excess Sites Extraordinary Easter Day.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Egg.
If you go to Excess Sites
Easter
before midnight tonight, you can still get 25% off the fastest sites in any light. That's, of course, excesssites.com. That's right. Save you some money. Get them now.
Gonna give it to you.
We got a sticker from the good folks at Live Free Armory. True American manufacturer.
Those are absolutely miserable to try and get the backing off. I'm just saying. They could.
But they will stick to your head.
Yes, they will. But it's absolutely miserable getting the backing off that thing.
Yeah, try the
They
Savini
didn't put the
knife
little
sticker
split in it
sometimes.
like they're supposed to.
Nope.
Okay. And you're going to get a sticker from Lock Grips.
See, look how easy that one would be to take off.
Oh,
of there,
yeah,
because
because it's got a border around it.
Yeah, it's got a little border around it. You can just take that one right off.
That's right. All right, because Blake cares about you. All right, a sticker from armaspec.com.
And see, that's got a little corner on it. Is the back slit too? But it's got a little corner there that you can.
Back is split on this one.
No, see, they did it right. They know what they're doing. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
That one would be easy to take apart.
That's made by a professional sticker company, you can tell. Then we've got stickers from MTM Case Guard, which should also would be really easy to peel, and you get two.
And get two of them.
So if you screw one up, you've got a backup.
You got a spare. You could also put it on two different things.
You have an air and a spare. That's right.
You can take a mulligan, as
There
it
you
were.
go. We have a sticker here, and it says, "All communists are bastards."
All of
It's
them?
from
Every single one
GoDaddy
of them?
Unlimited. All of them.
Every single one of them.
Every single.
What if they're only a communist because that's the only way they can keep their family safe from the real communists?
Well, according to this sticker, they're still bastards.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
Are they the bastards in any light?
I think so.
Okay.
All right, we have a couple stickers here from DM Fuss. The first one is the Donut Pseudo Way of the Hole.
Is the back split on that one?
It is not.
Son of a bitch.
And then we have also from DM Fuss the Papa Smurf. Again, with no split.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a
What's
bitch.
he doing?
We have a sticker here from Lead Star Arms, or Lead Star Arms, I believe I was told that's
It's Lead.
Lead.
Lead Star.
Oh.
Lead.
Lead. The Big Mac.
And then we have a sticker from Mech Gar.
So that one got a border on it? Looks like it's got a border on it. Does that have a border on it?
It does.
Ooh,
You could easily
sweet.
peel this off.
We should peel it off right now.
They care about you. Well, then it would stick to the inside of my box and people be mad at me.
There you have it, folks. Gizzard has just confirmed his gender identity.
There you go. All right, so patches. We have patches here. We have a patch here from Palmetto State Armory. It is the SHOT Show 2024.
That does not have a border on it. That one's going to be hard to get off the back.
Well, it's not sticky, though. It actually has hook and loop.
Oh, it has hook and loop? So you can stick it on either side if you want to?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. All right. And I'm nice, and I'm going to pony up for this patch. It's from Anderson Manufacturing. I'm not horsing around either.
Barbecue likes that one the most just because it pops out at him. He can actually tell what it is.
I can. I'm going to say I see blue really well and it contrasts great. Like, I love that patch. And I don't have one.
You love it? Okay. All right, and we have a patch here. It says, "Save a Pup, Abolish the ATF," and that is from Gun Owners of America. All right. And our last patch is also from Gun Owners of America, and it says, "A right delayed is a right denied. No compromise." You're going to get that too. And you're going to get this pin that you can pin onto your shirt or your jacket, your hat, or whatever. This is a Gizzard Gary logo pin.
Can you send that back to the 80s so I can put it on my jean jacket with all my other pins?
Oh, that'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
That'd be totally tubular.
You could take it back to the early 70s and actually get the peace sign. And
No.
The denim jackets are back in style. So
are they putting all the pins on them though?
I don't know.
If they're putting all the pins on them and then they're wearing the little circular black bracelets, the little giant O-rings, then I'm all in. I'll start.
Really wear that old jacket now?
No, I'd have to get a new one.
Well, they're wearing O-ring bracelet things, but I guess they go up and break them off of each other, and the O-rings have different colors.
No,
now,
these were just all black, and you wear like
now they have color designations, and depending on the color that you break, means a different sexual act, and then you have to go do that sexual act with the person that broke that color. It's really screwed up.
I'm all in on that.
You have to.
You have to.
Apparently, like I guess. I mean, if you choose to wear the bracelets,
where's the social contract
means...
written?
I mean, don't you have to like get written permission to just even ask somebody out now?
That's what
you
I
have
thought,
to like get written permission to ask them on a date. You can't just go up and say,
and if somebody didn't follow through, like what recourse do you have?
Yeah,
do you take them to civil court or what?
I have no idea. No idea.
Syphilis court, I believe.
That could be. So count with me here.
You still haven't told me if we're going to go back to if we're doing the jean jackets with all the pins on them again. fine. I'm just trying to relive my glory days.
They'll pass you by.
They did. They passed me by before I was even out of them. Are you kidding me?
All right. Not one, not two, not even three. You're going to give 4.
5. Oh,
4 zipper pulls.
you're just clearing out for NRAM coming up, aren't you?
That's right.
Wow.
You can go arm rake them again.
And tonight's winner will receive the basic gun cleaning kit from Aegis Gun Care. How about that, boys?
No way.
Way.
No way.
Oh, yeah, way.
Oh, no way.
So let's go ahead and present the giveaway tool.
You were just presented. Oh, that giveaway.
That giveaway
Oh,
tool.
I'm sorry.
We have 33 people entered in the giveaway. Now, YouTube is telling me we have 40 people.
We've got 40 watching?
40 people watching on YouTube.
What is wrong with these people?
I have no idea.
Blackers.
Why would there be that many people watching this train wreck?
I have no
They probably
idea.
just tuned in. They tuned in for this.
Reliving their glory days.
They'll pass you by.
I mean, I'm here for zipper pulls.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
who is
one.
that? Who is that? Was that the liar finally speaking up?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice thing about the zipper pulls is it like gives you that extra torque to really power through the frank and the beans.
Not if you get the beans above the frank. It doesn't.
How'd you
You're
get the
gonna
beans
need-
above the Frank?
We have 34 now entered.
Was it not like it was a well thought out plan?
We
still got
you gotta
40
be careful that
watching.
when they rip that back down, you got a bleeder.
Still got 40 watching. We only got 34. And I know for a fact there's at least 2 people over on Facebook that have entered. So do it now. Screw those 8 people or more that didn't enter.
The Facebook cheaters.
All right. Well, let's see who's going to win tonight's drawing. And our winner
Congratulations,
is
Travis T. Oh,
Cowgirl Candace.
Yeah.
How about that? First
Check that
time
out.
winner.
that's a new one.
So,
Yeah.
Cowgirl Candace, you are the wiener of the Aegis Cleaner. So, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now, I need you to send me an email at winner,
That's
WINNER,
wiener.
winner at gizzardgary.com. Give me your name and mailing address, and I will get those to you. I'll also pass that along to Aegis so they can send their portion of your prize to you. Brand new winner. Wow, congratulations. Very, very cool.
That's just Travis T on another account. Let's be serious about this.
I don't think that's
Yeah, I was
Travis.
gonna say that may have been Barbecue's other account. But
Good possibility.
Good.
Is it on Facebook? What about Twitch?
No.
Nope, it's a YouTube.
Actually, I don't even know what a Twitch is, so
It's what happens when somebody slaps you upside the head real hard.
Defense Dad says, is it sexist to send women cleaning supplies these days? Not for guns. No.
should probably tell Cowgirl Candace that this is a cleaning supply for guns when we say that it's a lubricant and not anything else.
Well, Travis T says Facebook is cutting into my winnings here. Well,
Travis
No.
has Facebook.
this wasn't Facebook. This was a YouTube winner this week. So fair enough. See, Facebook doesn't always win. Barbecue.
No, but it wins.
That's
a
right.
disproportionate- It's a lot like Travis T. It wins a disproportionate amount of times.
It does. I say it had actually been a while since I had one with Facebook, or since I had one period for that matter. By the way, Gizzard,
Yeah.
got my winnings I think like 2 days ago in the mail,
Yeah.
and Slider immediately stole the pin. I don't even know where it is now. He's like, that's mine. I was like, oh, okay.
Something tells me you'll win again here shortly. You usually do. Oh, let's see. All right, so I think we got another segment or two left on this show, if I'm not mistaken. So I wonder if we can coax another ghost from the past to come in here and speak to us, maybe, possibly. Do I even still have it?
You still got it, big boy.
I can't find it.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, here it is. Here's what we're waiting on, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for you to send your Gorn to Gizzard or Gorn at gizzardgary.com. It's time for Show Us Your Gun.
Guns.
Corn, guns.
Ghost. That guy didn't have a man bun. In fact, he had hardly any hair at all.
All right, so
I hope he's out there.
send your Gorn to Gorn, Gorn, at gizzardgary.com. And please, if you do, include your channel name in the text of the email somewhere so I'll know who it is and I don't have to go off your email address, which could be something completely different from your channel. And then I won't know who to say. Well, somebody named
Pink
Panty
Panty Sniffer
Sniffer
48.
48. Yeah.
It's 48 this week.
At hotmail.com or something like that.
AOL.
AOL. Let's see. So.
Gizzard, what do we have for the nice folks today?
We have some Gorn.
Oh.
This one's a little interesting.
Uh-oh.
A little twist of Mother Nature, I guess we'd say. And this is from 223 DMR. He says these are Oklahoma trees. Interesting how they grew together like that.
I don't think that's real.
You don't think that's real?
I think that's chopped.
I can't believe 223 DMR would try to fool us like that. All right, so this is from Chessboard. And I believe we may have seen this before, but we're going to see it again. We have some peeps.
What is wrong with people? Still rocking 1911s.
2 world wars.
Stopping power. Like a good neighbor.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, yelled they need peanut butter. Let's go with that.
This is from Ron 2A Matters. No text, just a picture. I believe that would be a trash panda.
That would be a trash panda.
Obi likes trash pandas.
Nope. Don't care for them.
Don't care for them. Okay. All right. So this next one is from Mr. Bob Dobalina. And Mr. Bob says this is from the rental wall at the local range. It's a smooth as glass 2011. It holds 20 rounds of 9mm. The trigger pull is set. Just look at it hard and it goes off. Wow. I guess so. This Atlas Gun Works. Okay. Well, that's interesting looking. Okay.
It's a $600 grip on it, I believe.
All right. And from Boomstick Revenge, we have this. This is a different kind of Gorn we have here. This newest grandchild to the Boomstick collection, number 9. Well, congratulations.
Awesome. Congratulations, buddy.
Heck yeah. Princess has arrived. All right. So I do believe, what in the world are we looking at here? Oh. Well, first, because I know he sent them first, let's look at these. And these are presented by my co-host, Obnoxious One. So you have him to thank / blame. Here's the first one.
Boom.
Shakalaka.
I was just trying to send in stuff that was germane to the conversation tonight.
That gosh dang Germans had nothing to do with it.
Don't stop him, he's on a roll. So look at that. That's a Gen 3 clone right there.
It's a weird grip.
Sending in the clones.
Send in the clones.
That's the first one. So let's look. I wonder what else we have awaiting us here.
I forgot to grab my Grit Grips one and put that on there too. But somebody else doing grip modules now.
We did have a sticker from these people earlier, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
Good folks that live free armory. Made in Melbourne, Florida, it says.
Look at that. It's
Does
got a
the
little
mass driver
drop.
run on that?
Hmm?
How does the mass driver run on that?
Runs fine.
I think that's a often overlooked little addition right there.
All right. So, let's go for 3, shall we? But wait, there's more. And now we have this.
Boom. Shakalaka. See, that's another one.
It is. It doesn't have the touch of red on it, though.
It does. The dingus is red.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really tell with the lighting. All right. I like the barrel.
Courtesy of Palmetto State Armory.
Yeah. Does it make you a bad person? All right. So let's look at number Fowl. Ooh. Now we're going to get fancy.
Like Applebee's.
That's right.
On a date night.
Date night, yeah. America.
That is the only Gen 3 that I have left.
Man, save some 2A for the rest of us.
Nope. I got all the 2A.
All the 2A.
Mm-hmm. That's the great thing about the 2A. I can have all of it, and you can have all of it as well.
Would you look at his 2-anus? Just look at his 2-anus.
My 2-anus is extreme.
You don't mess around. Ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's right. All right, let's look at the next item up for bids here on.
They coming up in your
Price is
house,
Right.
taking everybody up in here. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife. It's my Wolverine Space Blaster right there. Pew pew.
Wolverines. I kind of like that one. All right. And then we have this. Yeah, we've got some red trigger there.
Orange.
Orange? Okay.
Orange. That's orange. That's tactical pontoon trigger.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic triggers. If you haven't treated yourself to a tactical pontoon trigger, it's easy for me to say. If you haven't treated yourself to a tactical pontoon trigger, you should absolutely go over there and get yourself one. Fantastic.
Treat yourself.
Mm-hmm. Treat yourself.
That's right.
Say pontoon like the boat.
Mm-hmm. But it's tactical.
As opposed to poontang, which is not tactical. All right. Is there one more in there? I think there is. There is. Okay. Well, this one is a surefire winner. Literally.
Mm-hmm. Sarge will like that one because of all the copper. See what I did there?
I do like it.
I like that counterbalance on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Good looking gun, buddy.
You got color coordinated pins and everything, man.
Yes, sir.
Pretty awesome.
It almost looks like that slide has an underbite.
Almost. Okay. So, and I do believe that if I go over here, we have some stuff from Sarge. So let's take a look in a different light at his version of Gorn.
The untouchable.
But you've touched it, right?
I haven't.
I mean, it is touchable.
Not for me, apparently.
Unless you're holding it, then maybe nobody else can touch it.
Well, if the sun shines on it too long, then it might be untouchable.
I doubt it. Barbie, you should like that one.
Is that a scratch down there? Or is that just the light?
Oh, I'm sure that light's beat all to heck.
Yeah, it's probably holster wear.
Could be.
It's got powder on top of powder on top of powder on it. Sure, it's scratched. Who cares?
It's probably got a rock in it someplace.
Yep.
Probably under
What
that
is that
switch.
exactly?
If you dig way down under that switch, I bet it's got a rock under it.
It's possible. But nice water feature you have there.
Sarge does have a nice water feature, other than the fact that it swallows guns.
I've heard that. I've actually seen it happen.
Let me take my really expensive bread and just give it a bath.
Freaking stupid water feature.
And now my feet are wet.
Mm-hmm.
Did like that?
I guess this is Gorn. Not sure what it is, but hey, what the heck?
Is this foreign? Is that what it
Yes, it is.
Foreign?
It's foreign.
Okay. I think he sent this in for somebody.
This kind of the I'm number one thing, or
That might
gun.
That if your
Oh.
finger gun is bent like that, does it have a bump too? Because that might be Peyronie's disease.
You guys know. You guys know what this is, right? This is the number one gun of lesbians.
No, this is Sarge's placing a bet finger. As you can see, the basketball game on in the background.
Oh, speaking of which,
he's probably
Iowa
got
just
that
won.
thing. I think he's probably got that thing all dialed up. He's getting ready to just punch in that bet. Is what he's doing.
All I can say is Iowa just won.
awesome.
East Nebraska, just won.
Do what?
That too. You had to be there. Okay, and last but not least, we have this. You've heard of bacon pancakes. Well, this is a different version on that.
A 2 live moose in that in?
More of a beef pancake, I'd say.
I have questions on what are the nostrils and the eyeballs. I mean, I think it's either bacon or ham up there for the ears. I think it might be ham.
I'm thinking that's kibble.
It's kibble on a
I don't
pancake?
They look
there's
like-
Reese's cups.
Look
They're
at it.
the-
Look like
they're the
Reese's
mini
peanut butter
Reese's
cup.
cups.
Mini Reese's.
Upside
what
down. Dang.
zoom in on it even more, Gizzard, so we can tell what the eyeballs are. Oh, those are definitely mini Reese's. I still can't tell what the eyeballs are.
I think those are the paper coming off the peanut butter cups.
Well, you can't eat that paper. Why would you put that on there?
I'm just guessing. I don't
I think
know
that's the Reese's turned right side up.
Or is it wrong side up?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'd eat it.
Yeah, beefcakes.
And that's how Gizzard ended up married 5 times.
That's absolutely
He
true.
is on it.
Absolutely true. Okay.
Gizzard walked up to her and said, "You want to go back to my place tonight?" And she said, "No." And then he licked his eyebrows.
Then
She
her
said we're gonna
tone
make one
changed.
stop first. And it's the courthouse.
All right, so we have this, and this is from Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy. Said it is a 20-inch Ruger Star.
Star?
Star or
I don't think
Star.
it's. Yeah, I don't think
Star.
that's a. I don't think that's a star.
Oh, don't say
It's-
scar. Now you're gonna get them sued.
Mm-hmm.
Safar, S-F-A-R. Sorry, I can't read from a distance.
Oh, the 16 inches, the superior is the correct
From a
length.
distance.
16 inches, the correct length.
Hmm.
Anything over 16 is a waste. Is that what you're saying?
Well, look how far it sticks out past that handguard.
That's true.
Ruger didn't even plan out for this being to make it a 20 inch. They just slapped the same handguard on there.
You know, if they just slapped a 19-inch handguard on it, it'd be cool.
It'd be all right. It still wouldn't be the correct length. Oh, I'm just kidding. Very, very nice. But I'm absolutely serious that 16 is the correct length. Still very nice, but it should be 16 inches.
All right, so Chessboard is back again. He says, "Make fun of my 1911, will you?"
I'm not sure what I'm looking.
Says, "Reach out and touch something." Is what he says with this.
Yeah,
Can't
reach out and
tell,
touch
it's so
those
dark.
peeps.
Okay. I'm gonna make fun of his potato cam now. I'm done making fun of his 1911. Now I'm gonna make fun of his potato cam.
So we got Pepsi Peeps. We got a really dark
Yep.
picture,
Dressed in a 1911.
and we have like a tea set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
Let's
fine.
see. He's definitely. I'll tell you what. With that big old butt pad on that thing, you're not gonna feel any recoil.
That's true.
It's sans recoil.
Sans recoil. Okay, this is from Hillbilly. So you know it's going to be good.
Eh,
He says, and I quote, "Glock clone dagger S frame 9mm."
Not good, but figured since we was on the clones tonight.
So you sent in the clones?
mm-hmm. See that little stupid cutout on that grip, and I
Light
could do
is
without
that?
I could do without the little bump on it too, but that's not terrible.
I got a magwell, custom magwell coming for it.
Custom? Did
Uh-huh.
somebody custom make one?
3D printer.
Oh, I hope you. Grit Grips is actually selling Magwell, which I'm thinking they're probably making because it looks like the same one that's on the Sabers that they're
Oh,
putting
yeah?
out now. But yeah, that one's the Grit Grips one is aluminum.
Yeah. Now, see, that's kind of one thing I was talking about earlier. I had the compact, and the compact just don't quite fit my hand. My pinky dead centers that bottom piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so I very reasonably was able to buy the S frame, which is the larger grip, but same slide, everything. And so that's one thing I was talking about. Somebody's like looking for economy and still a decent gun. And then we can't talk price on here, but for not a whole lot of money, you can get a bare slide and switch that from RMR to Doctor or whatever you want too. And that is earlier. That's what I was kind of talking about, as far as, budget or economy. But
Yeah. Okay.
I like the pull tab on the back.
that's what I popped my beer open with.
That's what I figured.
That's what it's for.
Guns, you got guns, beer, and therapy, so you gotta have some way to open that beer.
Put those little red Solo cups in the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we have this from Mr. Bob.
Oh, Chessboard said
Mr. Bob.
that is
Mr. Bob.
A10.
Mr. Bob says to go with the 1911, the next generation with the previous generation.
Nice.
That's like 2 generations ago.
I love the hat too. Go Cardinals.
That's a grand gun.
Go Rand.
I didn't get a peep out of Gizzard about the Go Cardinals still.
Garand.
Is that like a team or something somewhere?
It's the Kansas City Cardinals.
Now I'll tell you what, if you've never held a Garand, they got some heft to them. You think about those guys tromping through the surf and the sand and then through the mud and the trenches, and that thing weighs like 11 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the ammo and all their gear and everything that they're carrying. Those guys were hauling some stuff.
Well, it's a grand because he's got the grand thumb. You can't see either one of us. Both of his thumbs are missing.
Yep. Probably snapped them right off.
Yep. Sure did. All right. And then let's see.
Chessboard said in the side chat on that picture his is A10.
Okay. A10.
AR-10?
I would have given it a 9 tops.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a 10.
A10, 10-4?
You have to throw out the Russian judge and the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Weston says that's
the Germans,
right.
And the Germans are just giving 9s to everybody.
9.
It's weird that everybody's getting 9, but whatever.
That's true. So, do believe that's all the Gorn we have for this evening.
That's it?
That's it. All she wrote. All she wrote.
Who's she?
Whoever wrote it.
Fat lady.
Oh. Well. Okay, so let's go back to the Fowl Territory logo. I don't know. I presume that G-Webs is doing the weekly 2A wrap-up. I didn't get a link to it because when I created this, he didn't have it posted. But at least go out and check at the Gun Websites channel after this. He usually does a weekly 2A wrap-up as soon as I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and run that so you can check it out. While we're doing that, I want to segue to the last segment of this program, and that is, what did you learn? So we're going to go through the panel, ask each of the panelists one question. What did you learn? Then after they answer, we're going to let them give whatever plugs they have for whatever they've got going on. So, that being said, Obnoxious One, what did you learn?
I learned that you all think that the second Star Wars movie, which was actually the fifth Star Wars movie, was the Clone Wars, and it's actually the Attack of the Clones, and the Clone Wars was the animated series. So you can go. I'll go to hell for that. And I also learned that even though I'm talking about the prequels, immediately in that conversation, Gizzard is going to actually go to the first movie, even though I'm talking about the prequels.
Second movie. But whatever. Who's counting? All right. Well, what do you have?
And if you haven't seen it, you owe yourself to look up on the YouTubes how George Lucas named all the Star Wars movies wrong. You need to go watch that video. You owe it to yourself. Trust me. All Star Wars movies named wrong.
Huh. Let me go watch it right now.
There you go. Heck with this. Let's just go watch that. What have you got coming up, Obi?
I got stuff and things coming up.
Ooh, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see your stuff and your things.
Mm-hmm. I think on Monday we got an Olight thing coming up, and then got the Gideon Advocate coming up on next Friday. You can check that out.
Nice.
If you were a channel member, you could have seen them already.
It's true. It's absolutely true. All right. Well, we thank you for being here, as always. And we go to Hillbilly Up. Sir, what did you learn?
I learned that not everybody, but most everybody, likes a Glock or Glock clone.
I've heard that. What have you got coming up? Maybe a show, perhaps?
I just things and stuff.
You son of a bitch.
It's not copyrighted, I checked.
You'll be hearing from somebody's
My
lawyer.
patent is expired, so now everybody's doing the Gen 3 stuff and things.
Yeah, this is the clone channel. Yeah, we got Guns, Beer, and Therapy tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. And so if y'all ain't got nothing better to do, come visit us.
Okay. Well, if I can't find anything better to do, I'll come visit you.
All right, buddy. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Thanks for being here. Guns and Barbecue. What did you learn?
I learned that Iowa's no more, except for when basketball's going on. Funny how that works. Which I'm kind of glad about, because that means Hawkeye wrestling's still a thing. So that's good. Yeah, that's what I learned.
Okay. What do you have coming up?
I guess just N stuff things.
Okay.
I am getting ready. You are going to receive a strongly worded email.
The Night of the Clones.
No, I actually finally edited that video that I filmed extremely mediocrely like 2 weeks ago. I need to take a photo for the thumbnail and post that. I'll probably put that up sometime this coming week. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for the invite.
You bet. Thanks for being here. And so we go to Justin Grimm. What did you learn?
Well, I learned that most Glock haters actually own a Glock clone. That's about what I learned.
Okay, fair enough. Well, what do you have coming up for us?
I don't really have anything coming up. Just letting you know, I posted the link for G-Webs' chat down there. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah, Justin always has it because it kicks him right to G-Web's channel when he joins here.
it didn't do it tonight. I was kind of shocked.
Didn't do it.
No, I checked it though. But I definitely thank you for having me on. Glad to be visiting with y'all and people in the side chat, rocking and rolling over there and making things happen. And thanks for having me.
All right. Well, thank you for being here as always. And then last but not least, Sergeant C4 Defense. What did you learn?
Oh gosh, I had something witty picked out. I forgot it.
Just up and flew away, huh?
I guess I learned I should have taken better notes.
Was it another variation of stuffing things?
No, it's something to do with the Glock clones. I forgot what it was now.
Okay. Well, what do you have coming up for us exciting and special?
I've got two wonderful Frontline series firearms from Anderson that have really ramped up their game. Very pleased with those. I've got to get those out and sighted in tomorrow for some actual filming, especially now that the weather has broken here and the grass is green and leaves aren't on the trees, but things aren't tan anymore. Now they're turning green, so videos on the range will look better. So it kind of gets me excited. And the days are getting longer, so I've got to get out tomorrow with those Andersons. And I don't know whether I have any 45 ammo. I got to get that, start on that Gerson. I didn't have any time to look for any, so I might run and try to find a little 45 ammo tomorrow as well. Get going on that.
Alrighty.
Thank you for the invite.
Well, thank you for being here. I did throw out in the text chat another link for the GoFundMe for budget guns and gear reviews. If you would like to contribute to that, please do so. I appreciate it. So we can take down the what did you learn, because we already know what we learned. So I'm going to go full screen and I'm going to say thank you for watching tonight's show, whether you watched on YouTube, Facebook, or X / formerly Twitter. I appreciate you being out there, or you watched on any of the other platforms, or perhaps listening on the audio chat. I appreciate you taking part in the show. I want to thank my panel for doing an excellent job as always. And thanks to my people out there viewing in the YouTube chat for their contributions to the program. It's always nice to have an audience and a lot of chatter going on out there. I appreciate it, and I really appreciate my YouTube channel members for their continued contributions to this program. You guys are great. Thanks to each and every one of you. And I want to remind everybody that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, remember what I say, give them the bird. So this is Gizzard Gary, and this is my panel once again. And they're going to give their shout-outs before I hit the end credits button. So we are on our way out of here. Go, fellas.
Wednesday night, Gizzard's members channel.
Yo, stuffing things, dumpster fire.
Give them the bird.
Strongly
That's a
worded
calf rope.
email.
Yeah, I just say give him the bird anyway.
Yeah, you might as well. You can't give them enough birds. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Are we still live?
I think it's over now, isn't it?
Sure. Who are all these people that are on the screen?
Nobody watching this part.
People who give me money.
Oh, these are the people that you're really exploring right there.
I think you're on